So good morning to all of you. And we are here with a wonderful purpose. Probably the most important purpose in our life now that we have become parents. And as you have become parents, एक नया responsibility हमारे ऊपर आ गया है. And that is to fulfill that role as a parent. So, you know, there's a saying that the child that we have in our life, normally it's a result of an accident. It was not pre-designed. We were not prepared for it, and the child was there. Okay, one fine morning you just discovered that your wife is pregnant or you are pregnant. So most of us were born as a result of an accident. And then that accident becomes an important part of our life. And that important part gets more importance as we give it more importance. Okay, so you guys agree with me? You can raise your virtual hand so that I can see that you agree with me. Like this, you know this hand, right? How to raise your hand? You go to reaction and then you raise your hand like this. Okay. All right. So good. So before we get started, I just want to have a quick recap from whatever you are expecting out of this program right now. Whatever your expectation, you can just type in the chat box or just unmute and say. Can you please write something, or you can just say, what is your expectation out of this webinar today or with this workshop today? You are here with a purpose. You have taken out some time from your busy schedule. So, okay, I am going to tell you some tips. Okay. Don't know your kids are so rude nowadays. Don't understand how to be calm with them. All right. Very good. What else? All right. So you want to keep quiet. Teaching parenting how to be a good parent. Okay, good. Very good. Very good. Very good. See, jaise hai na, see, you can see that how you are behaving right now, and that is exactly gets translated into your children. When they don't know that when they come to talk to somebody, talk to you, and if they are not prepared, they really do not expect it. If they don't know what they're expecting out of you, you know, that is exactly what they learn from you. They notice that this is how you behave. And your children just copy you. So my request, please share that what you are looking forward to from this program, because 49 minutes is going to be an amazing time for yourself. I can guarantee that. ऐसी ऐसी चीजें आपको दिखने को मिलेगी कि आप can't even think about them. By the way, let me tell you that how old my children are. वो भी आपको पता होना चाहिए. So my elder one is a law student right now. In fact, she has completed her law last year only in the month of June, and she's pursuing some other things, and she's also working in a company. And my younger one is studying economics. She's in the second year of her economics. Okay, so you can well understand how many years I was dealing with them. And I came across a lot of new insights. And who am I right now? I am a life coach. I'm a master practitioner of NLP. NLP stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming. Now, what is neuro-linguistic programming? How you use your language patterns, the way you speak, to program your mind to produce the results that you desire. You know, every moment we are programming our mind, either consciously or unconsciously. Everything that we see, everything that we hear, it gets stored in our mind. And we use that information to whatever we want to do in our life. Okay. So when this is happening unconsciously, you have no control over it. So NLP is a technique, neuro-linguistic programming is a technique using which you can actually take control of your language, take control of your subconscious mind, and let it do whatever you want it to do. You know, when your thoughts take charge of your mind, that means you can take control of your mind. When your mind takes control of your thoughts, you are gone. You know, mind बोलता है क्या जरूरत है आज सुबह उठने का, कल से शुरू करेंगे, आज का दिन छोड़ देते हैं, अभी संडे है, इस वीक को छोड़ देते हैं, मंडे से करेंगे. Okay. And you know that getting up early in the morning, doing some exercise is good for you. So now what is happening? Your mind is taking control of your thoughts. If you learn the art of doing it the other way, that your thoughts are taking control of your mind, you can create miracles in your life. So we will be dealing with some of those thought processes that if you apply in your life, as well as you can apply them for your children, you can see miracles happening in their life. And that's the purpose of this particular program. Okay, it's a series of programs. It's not just a one-day program, but today what we are going is just, I'm giving a glimpse of it. Like if you learn certain interesting fact from here, you go and apply it in your life over next few days. And if you find the results happening, then we can continue with the other parts of the program. All right. So once again, my request, whatever your expectation are, if you just put it in the chat box, it will be easier for me to know that who I am talking to. Okay. All right, so let's get going. So I'm sharing my screen to learn calm parenting. All right, very good, beautiful. Himani Bisht. So, you know, the more you interact with me, you are going to get all those gifts that you are waiting here today. So it's all up to you, your life, your child. Hana? I love this phrase, your life, your child. So it's nobody else. All right, let's get going now. So you all can see this screen, right? So here we go. Do you know who are you for your child? Do you have any idea? You can write in the chat box who you are for your child. Now don't write that I'm a mama or I'm a papa. That is, you are by default. Who you are for your child. A friend. Okay, wonderful. What else? Who you think you are for your child? Creator. Wow, wonderful. Okay. What else? So we are on the game. All right, next 49 minutes is going to be a game changer, life changer for you, as well as your child. Inspiration. Wonderful. अपने बच्चे को जरूर पूछना कि उनको भी ऐसा लगता है कि नहीं. Role model. All right. So you can ask your child that who am I for you apart from mama or papa, and whatever they say, you remember that is the impression you have created about yourself to your child. Okay, आपने पहले कभी पूछा नहीं होगा, लेकिन पूछ लेगा जरूर, जरूर पूछिएगा. And you will be surprised with their answers. All right, guideline, idol whom they imitate and act accordingly. All right. You think that way, right? You think that that is who you are for your child. So you need to confirm it by asking your child. Okay. So this is the point where we are going to start. Now let me show you, let me tell you who you are for your child in reality. This is who you are for your child. So who you are for your child? आपको क्या लगता है ये इस वीडियो को देख के? Whole world, yes. Your child sees the world through you. आप बच्चे को दुनिया जैसे दिखाते हैं, उनको दुनिया वैसे ही दिखती है. They see the world exactly the way you want them to see the world. आप उनको जैसे दिखाते हो वो वैसे ही देखते हैं. You know, children who were born in the COVID times, उनको पापा मम्मी ने जैसे दिखाया उनको लगा कि दुनिया ऐसा ही है. किसी के लिए दुनिया बहुत सुंदर है, किसी के लिए दुनिया में दुख ही दुख भरा हुआ है, किसी के लिए दुनिया में खुशी खुशी भरा हुआ है. किसी के लिए नेबर्स अच्छे लोग हैं, किसी के लिए नेबर्स अच्छे नहीं है, किसी के लिए क्लास के कोई टीचर अच्छा है, क्लास का कोई टीचर अच्छा नहीं है, किसी के लिए कोई किसी का चाचा मामू काकी नानी अच्छे हैं नहीं है. It's all according to the way you want them to see the world. So you are the world for your child. And if you have any doubt about it, you take it from me. Don't stay in the doubt anymore. Okay? आप बच्चे को स्कूल में लेके जाते हो, दिखाते हो बेटा यह स्कूल है. Before that he had no idea what a school is. आप बोलते हो ये आपके टीचर हैं. Before that that child has no idea टीचर क्या होता है. आप उसको जो जो चीज दिखाते हो, जैसे बताते हो, वो हर चीज वैसे ही सीखते हैं. Okay, so let's proceed. Now how can you help him or her to see? This is the purpose of today's program, today's workshop. हम इसमें क्या क्या करने वाले हैं आज in next 45 minutes is how you can help him or her to identify his or her competitors, set his or her priorities efficiently, improve his or her performance, and finally become a good human being. That is the objective of today's workshop. How you can help your child to identify his or her competitors, set his or her priorities efficiently, improve her performance or his performance, and finally become a good human being. Okay? मजे की बात यह है, ये सब आपको करने के लिए आपको खुद भी ऐसा करना पड़ेगा, ऐसा होना पड़ेगा. Because your child is following you and you are the world for your child. All right. So let's see what surprise is waiting for us. Who is your child's most challenging competitor? You can write in the chat box. Whom do you think is your child's most challenging competitor? बच्चा आके आपको जरूर बोलती होगी या बोलता होगा. So whom do you think or do you know that his or her most challenging competitor? वो आपको बताते होंगे मुझे इसके जैसा बनना है, मुझे उससे बढ़िया करना है, या हमेशा उसी के साथ अपने आप को कंपेयर करता रहता है या रहती है. Who is that person? See, if you don't know this answer, you know how much you are interacting with your child. आपको पता ही नहीं कि आपके चाइल्ड के लाइफ में उसका कंपटीटर कौन है. एंड आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द मोस्ट चैलेंजिंग कंपटीटर. वो जिसके जैसा होना चाहता हो सकता है. दैट कैन बी अ कार्टून मॉडल आल्सो, अ कार्टून कैरेक्टर. सो हुएवर इट इज, इफ यू डोंट नो यू शुड आस्क. आज आपको बच्चे को 2 सवाल पूछना है. who you are for them and who is their most challenging competitor. Her ma'am. Okay. Good. Now this is what you think or you are confirmed?
Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. So the question is, whom do you think your child considers as his or her most challenging competitor? Her classmate, okay. Who else? अच्छा, कितने लोगों को पता है कि आप जो कह रहे हो वो बिल्कुल सही है? You are 100% confirmed about it. Just raise your hand. If you're saying that her classmate or whoever is her most challenging competitor, you can raise your hand. And you are confirmed about it. Like if you ask your child and your child will say exactly that. Okay, only 2 participants raised hand. Fair enough, good enough. ठीक है, इसमें ऐसा कुछ फील करने का नहीं है कि ऐसा कि आई एम नॉट क्लोज टू माय चाइल्ड. डोंट फील लाइक दैट. Okay, good. Till now they are not much aware of what is competition. Yeah, absolutely. But here that's why I said the second question, that whom they think is the role model, that I want to become like a Spider-Man. मतलब स्पाइडरमैन जैसे हो जाओ तो कितना मजा होगा, है ना? So they are their competitors. कम से कम उसको जैसा मेरा होना है. Okay, mama, daddy. Okay, fine. Good. So let's do one thing. You know, whoever is your child's competitor, we have to ensure that if he has one competition in his life, that should be he himself or herself. And if you want to compete with anybody else, that means you are telling yourself, I am not good enough, I am not like him, or I am not like her, and I have to be better than him. And this creates all the challenges that we have in our life today. हम भी बिल्कुल ऐसे ही बिहेव करते हैं. पड़ोस के पास ये गाड़ी है तो मेरे पास भी गाड़ी होना चाहिए. पड़ोस के पास स्कूटर है तो मेरे पास भी स्कूटर होना चाहिए. उनके पास ये वाला टीवी है, मेरा टीवी छोटा है, ये मजा नहीं आ रहा है ना? वो हर साल साल में 2 बार 3 बार वो वेकेशन में जाते हैं, हम नहीं जाते हैं. वो विदेश में जाते हैं, हम लोकल इंडिया के अंदर ही घूमते फिरते रहते हैं. वो फ्लाइट में जाते हैं, हम ट्रेन से जाते हैं. These are the competitors which are useless in their life, in our life as well. So if your child really need to compete with somebody, that somebody should be he himself or herself. This applies to you also. So if you are looking for the most challenging competitor in your life, it should be you yourself. Okay, this is the starting point. The objective of this program is inspire your child. There is also a child inside you. That child also needs inspiration. Okay, so if you learn the art of inspiring the child inside you, you can easily do it for the child outside you. जो आपका ही हिस्सा है, उसी child का एक हिस्सा है. That way your child is your sibling also. And if you treat your child as a sibling, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, जिंदगी बदल जाएगी. It will be a different thought altogether, different kind of experience altogether. Okay, that's what transformation is all about. Let's proceed. So we were talking about the 4 things. The first thing was to identify the competitor. Next one is, how can you guide your child to set his or her priorities efficiently? अब competition में हो तो आपको पहले चीज जो करना पड़ेगा, we have to identify that where you should put your time, where you should put your effort, where you should put your energies. ओके, उसको आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ेगा. You have to treat, rather you have to teach your child exactly the way they should learn how to prioritize things and exactly the way you are doing it. You know, आप उनको बोलोगे and if you do not do it, उनके लिए वो it will appear as a sermon. कि पापा मम्मी खुद तो करते नहीं, मेरे को बोलते हैं, ज्ञान देते हैं, है ना. अगर आपका बच्चा नर्सरी में भी है ना, that child is matured enough to get this message. हो सकता है वो आपको बताएंगे नहीं, because they are not mature enough to tell you, but inside in their subconscious, that is the experience they have. That's what they experience. कि मुझे तो बोलते हैं करने के लिए, खुद तो करते नहीं. Okay, so how we can help them to set their priorities efficiently? Efficiently means the way you are doing it, you are actually getting the results that you are looking forward to. Okay, उसके लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? I'm just showing you one way to do it, and this is one of the most powerful way to prioritize things in your life. Okay, this is a box, a square box, which has 4 compartments. Okay, the first one is associated with something called urgent. Okay, the second one is not urgent, and here is important and not important. तो इन पैरामीटर्स के ऊपर बेस करके इस बॉक्स का हम यूटिलाइजेशन करेंगे. Okay, you listen to this very carefully, and this is going to a life-changing experience for you. Okay, that's my guarantee. So if we consider this quadrant, and if these are the parameters using which we are supposed to evaluate, then the first quadrant is everything about urgent and important. Anything that is urgent and important falls in the first quadrant. Okay, can you give me an example of it? Chat box में आप लोग लिख सकते हैं an example of urgent and important in your life, something which is urgent as well as important. Okay, एक example मैं आपको दे देता हूँ. Like right now you are sitting in this workshop. So sitting in this workshop, like attending this workshop, is both urgent and important for you. That's why you are here. Okay. So urgent and important चीज ऐसे होते हैं. So whenever you are taking a decision, if that issue or concern needs or looks like, appears to be urgent and important, you should take that decision with top priority. Okay. Good. So any more examples? मैंने आपको एक idea दिया. Urgent is books, not urgent is outing. No, talk about only one thing which is both urgent and important. Anything that you think right now is urgent and important for you. Attendance and learning. Okay. What else? Understanding things. Okay. See, actually ये जो बात आप कर रहे हैं ना, ये हवा में बात हो रही है. What I'm talking about, something that is urgent and important for you right now. अभी इसी वक्त. You can say paying attention to this workshop is an urgent and important activity for you. You can do that. You can think about that. Okay. Anyway, I know you are finding it very difficult because हमें ने कभी किसी ने सिखाया ही नहीं कि how to identify urgent and important things in life. That's why we are wondering कि भाई इस वक्त हमारे लिए urgent और important क्या है. Okay. इस वक्त हमारे लिए बहुत सारी चीजें urgent and important है. अपने आंखों को इस स्क्रीन के साथ लगा के रखो. is urgent and important for me. अपने कानों को कुछ और ना सुन के अभी सेशन में जो बातें हो रही है उस पे ध्यान देना is urgent and important for me. Okay, so there are many such things. You will learn how to identify them, don't worry. Now we are moving to the next thing. The second quadrant, certain things which are not urgent but important. For example, I'm giving one example. You can come out with your examples again. Okay. For example, you might need to go to washroom right now. You're feeling like that. But it's not urgent. Like you can hold back for some time. So that is something which is not urgent but important. हो सकता है आपको अभी प्यास लग रहा है, वो आपके लिए important है, लेकिन urgent नहीं है. You can still continue for some time. Okay. So this is what is all about. Things which are not urgent but important. Can you share something like that in the chat box? आपको लगता है कि जो urgent नहीं है लेकिन important है अभी. Yeah, understanding this workshop is important. Yes. Feeling hungry but can wait. Absolutely. Yeah. It's not urgent. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Picking any call right now. Yes. Very, very important. But not urgent. Absolutely. You know, I do something very interesting when calls comes to me. Normally, I don't pick up the first call. I wait till the second call comes from the same person. Now, if that call is really urgent, that person will call you immediately. And if it is not urgent but important, he may not call you immediately. He may call you after half an hour. Not only that, you can take that call and ask that person, can you wait for half an hour? हो सकता है उसने आपको कॉल किया है कुछ ऐसे बातें करने के लिए जो फिजूल बातें हैं, किसी काम का बातें नहीं है, and at that time you are also doing something interesting, important work, and you can't even say no to that person. प्यार से बोलना है. If it is it urgent? You can simply ask. बोलेगा नहीं urgent नहीं, वो ठीक है. Then मैं किसी काम से भी busy हूँ. Can we talk after 2 hours? अब 2 hours के बाद उसका importance वैसे ही खत्म हो जाएगा. And that's how people will learn that you will pick up calls only if you consider it as an urgent thing and they won't disturb you. And after some time, they will start praising you for that. And you will reduce distractions in life. Okay, wonderful. I really am happy to see this, that at least somebody said that picking up any call right now. Very few people actually notice it. है ना, वो मोबाइल पे दिखा रहा है स्पैम, फिर भी उठा लिया. Okay, good, excellent. I am so happy with this audience. Now comes the third quadrant, which is urgent but not important. अभी इसमें ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. I have no choice, but it's not important for me. Anything coming in your mind, something like that? Let me give an example. When I started this program, I requested many of you to say what are your expectation from this program. Only a few responded, others didn't. क्योंकि आपके लिए important है नहीं, और urgent इसलिए है कि भाई बार बार बोल रहा है. तो कुछ लोगों ने सोचा, 1-2 लोगों ने सोचा कि चलो बोल रहे हैं तो एक बार लिख देते हैं, कुछ तो मिलने वाला है. हो सकता है अगर पिनाकी जी कह रहे हैं कुछ ना कुछ तो मिलने वाला है, चलो. So I write something. I asked you to raise your hand. 4 people raised their hand, others didn't. तो उनके लिए अभी important नहीं है. अर्जेंट है, अब वो करेंगे ना करेंगे अलग बात है, क्योंकि हाथ अगर उठाना तो अभी उठाना पड़ेगा, लेकिन वो आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. कोई बात नहीं, सेमिनार चलने दो, कौन कोई हाथ उठाएगा नहीं उठाएगा क्या फर्क पड़ता है। मैं मन ही मन में हाथ उठा रहा हूं, लोगों को दिखाने की क्या जरूरत है। ओके, सो that's those are the things that fall in that category of urgent but not important. You know what is the most important one and most interesting one? This last quadrant, which are not urgent and not important. Urgent भी नहीं है, important भी नहीं है, ऐसे कुछ चीजें आपको दिख रहा है अभी? Certain things which you think that they are neither urgent nor important. We can use the same example of raising hands. For some people it was urgent but not important, so they raised their hands. For some people it was not urgent, not important, they didn't even raise their hand. कुछ लोग ये भी सोच रहे हैं कि दूसरे क्या सोच रहे हैं, what others are thinking. So those are the thoughts which fall in the category of not urgent and not important, right? Neither urgent nor important. ठीक है, अब मैं आपको कुछ ऐसी चीजें बताऊंगा जो आप बिलीव नहीं करोगे। 95% of decisions we take from this category. You know, दिन में अगर आप 100 सिद्धांत ले रहे हैं, 100 decisions you are taking, 95 of those decisions are those which are neither urgent and nor important for you. You believe it or not, it is like that. Like getting distracted. You know, staying in the program, staying in this workshop, you're thinking about a lot of other things which does not require your attention at all right now. Neither they're urgent nor they're important. But you're looking about them, you're thinking about them, you are worrying about something. Maybe you're looking at the watch. Maybe some of you are looking at my photograph, my video. कि बंदा किस तरफ देख रहा है स्क्रीन का, अभी राइट साइड में देख रहा तो हो सकता है वो चैट बॉक्स देख रहा है ना? तो out of 100 decisions that you take on a day-to-day basis, 95 of them are taken about those things which are not urgent and not important at all. Okay. Hardly 2% are from this quadrant of urgent and not important. Another 2% are from this quadrant, not urgent but important. But we still take decisions. Every moment we are taking a lot of decisions. Every moment, her moment. You know, those who know how to drive a car, they can get this very easily. Because when you drive a car, what is actually happening is every second you are processing more than 1,000 input. And based on that, you are taking a decision and accordingly you are driving the car. So every second you are processing 1,000 data. See, I have a call right now. Somebody is calling me. I disconnected it. Now, if this call is important for that person, he will call me again. If not, he will not call. It just works like that. Only 1% decision that we take are actually urgent and important for us. अब आज सोच रहे होंगे कि मैं अपने लाइफ में वो सब कुछ क्यों नहीं कर पा रही हूं या नहीं पा रहा हूं। मैं इतना कोशिश कर रहा हूं, इतना कोशिश के बावजूद भी नहीं हो रहा है। You know, if you are looking for that answer to that question, this is the first place. Because to do that work, if you need to take 100 decisions in a given point of time, you are taking only one decision for that work, and rest of the 99 decisions are being taken about those things which are not at all urgent and important for you at that point of time. आप में से कितने लोगों को ये बात कम से कम सुनने में अच्छा लग रहा है कि ऐसा भी हो रहा है, होता है क्या? You can just raise your virtual hand so that I know that I'm interacting with people. How many of you think right now, abhi tak, whatever we have discussed over last 20 minutes, yeah, almost 20 minutes we are into it, 25 minutes. This program is worth for you today. The time that you have invested in this to attend this program is worth for you. अभी तक जितना कुछ आपको मिला, you can just raise your hands. All right, good, very interesting. Thank you so much for being attentive so much and allowing me to add value to your life. Okay, आप सोचो, अगर आप ऐसे सोचना शुरू कर दोगे and you bring that kind of thought process in your children, कितना मजा आएगा. आपको लग रहा होगा कि if this information had been given to you when you were a child, कितना मजा होता. Now you have that opportunity to do it, to give this this wisdom to your children. उनके साथ ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है जो आपके साथ हुआ है. Okay, you can help them identify which are the most important decisions to make at that point of time and let them take the decision. Children learn very fast. And imagine if they learn how to take more than 1% decision which are urgent and important. उनकी जिंदगी कितनी बढ़िया होगी. You know, people who are highly successful in their life, probably they take 95% of decisions about those things which are urgent and important for them, and they discard the rest. That's why they're highly successful people. Okay, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. So this we answered the question that how can you guide your child to set his or her priorities efficiently. Okay, do you think you can use this tool to do exactly what is being intended in this question? इस सवाल का जवाब आपको मिला इस प्रेजेंटेशन से जो अभी हमने डिस्कस किया? Can you raise your hands कि हाँ आपको मिला इस सवाल का जवाब कि how can I guide my child to set his or her priorities efficiently? Brilliant. Yeah, Mahima said preparation for lunch. Yeah, that's how distractions happen. That's how our thoughts do not allow us to think the way we want. Mind takes control of your thought. Mind कह रहा है कि अरे तुम इस पे भी ध्यान दो, उस पे भी ध्यान दो. So you have to take control of your mind. If you can do that, life is phenomenal. All right, let's proceed to the next step. The next slide is very interesting. This is one of my favorite slides. How can you help your child in improving his or her performance? अभी आपने decision making process में थोड़ा सा idea मिल गया आपको that only at least you can apply this one rule to take effective decisions. Okay. Now, how as a next step I can help my child in improving his or her performance? Okay. I just want you to write in the chat box. अभी तक आपको जो कुछ आपने देखा, जो कुछ आपको interesting लगा, whatever new things that you learned today, based on that, I want an answer from you for this question. How can I help my child in improving his or her performance? Now, please write in the chat box. कम से कम तब मुझे इतना फीलिंग हो कि I am adding some value to you. I am giving you some information which you are actually finding very useful for you, and you can actually apply it to improve the performance of your children. By giving them valuable time, yes, wonderful. What else? See, you need to think that whether this is urgent and important for you or not to reply to this question, because you have taken out your time to attend this workshop for achieving one of this result, one of this, that you want to improve the performance of your child. अभी तक आपको जो कुछ मिला इस प्रोग्राम में, इस वर्कशॉप में, how can you think that you can apply it to improve their performance? Daily monitoring of whatever they have learned in school. Okay, okay. What else? How else? Whatever you have got today, abhi for last half an hour, whatever we discussed, उसमें से आपको जो insights मिला है, based on that, how can you help your child to improve their performance? Listen to my question very carefully. Whatever I have shared with you in last half an hour, how you can apply that to improve the performance of your child? By guiding them towards their aim in life. Okay. What else? जल्दी जल्दी करो, हमें 49 minutes में से खत्म करना है. उसके बाद we will go into the question and answer session. Let me tell you, whatever is coming in your mind right now, exactly that is what you are experiencing, exactly that is what you are going to do as a first step. So don't doubt it. Whatever is coming to your mind, this is going to be your first step. Wow. So by telling them what is important for them and listen them calmly, okay, accept the challenge, beautiful. Keeping them away from unnecessary distractions, that is not urgent and not important. Oh, lovely, yeah. एक तो मैंने दिखा भी दिया, सिखा भी दिया, अभी live phone आया and you just noticed what I did. I didn't get the second call from the same person again in last 5 minutes. तो ये उसके लिए भी अर्जेंट एंड इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं था, शायद उसके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट था लेकिन अर्जेंट नहीं था. Encourage your child to set goals and create a plan for achieving them. Wow. Guide them to take important decisions in your life, in their life. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good. Good. Now let us see that how we can do that. Okay, the question is how. Let us see how we can do that. By being a better version of himself or herself than he or she was yesterday. See, आपको improve करना है ना, performance improve करना है. So how do you notice or how do you figure out that their performance is actually improving? In fact, how they can also figure out that their performance is actually improving. I'm telling you, this is the most easiest way to improve performance of any person in this world. And this is the most effective way to do that as well. इससे simple, इससे powerful, इससे effective इससे एफिशिएंट और कोई ऑप्शन या तरीका है ही नहीं अपना परफॉर्मेंस लेवल को इंप्रूव करने का. You take it from me, you can challenge me, I can give you every answer for it to prove my point. Step 1, your child has to make himself his most challenging competitor. That is step number 1. And it applies to you also. Okay. Step number 2, you learn the art of taking decisions efficiently. Once you do that, the third thing is you just need to apply it for yourself. And when you apply it for yourself, the most urgent and important thing is to figure out whether whatever you are doing is taking you one step ahead of whatever you were doing yesterday. इससे अर्जेंट और इंपॉर्टेंट अपनी लाइफ में या किसी के लाइफ में कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता. If there is one thing which is urgent and important for any person on this in this world, it is you become a better version of yourself compared to your yesterday. मैं ज्यादा दूर की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, ये नहीं करेंगे day before yesterday. So whichever area you want to become a star performer in your life, whichever area you choose, you just do something so that you can say today that I have improved on whatever I had been the day before. For example, मैं आपको बहुत simple बातें बता रहा हूं. Example, you want your child to become good in mathematics. ठीक है? तो you first figure out कि वो mathematics में अभी तक कहाँ पे है. So how many sums she can do or he can do comfortably. So she might say कि मैं 10 तो कर लेती हूँ, चलो ठीक है, आज 10 कर लूँ. But you have to improve yourself, right? So tomorrow you will do 11. फिर परसों का क्या करें? परसों तो अभी आया ही नहीं. इनफैक्ट टुमारो भी आया नहीं. आज ही हमारे हाथ में है. We only have the present in our hands right now. We have no access to the past. Future we haven't seen. The only thing that we have with us is present. So let us make our present better than our yesterday. We can do that, right? Doable? Easily doable? Let me tell you, you must be having some passion. आपका एक पैशन है. हो सकता है वो पैशन है कि रीडिंग बुक्स, लेकिन मे बी पिछले 4-5 साल, 6 साल, 10 साल से आप ये कर नहीं पा रहे. उसके पहले you had become you used to be an avid reader. So what you can do? भाई बहुत सिंपल है. एक किताब ले लो. कल तक तो मैं पढ़ा नहीं, चलो आज से पढ़ना शुरू करता हूँ. आई विल रीड 1 पेज एट ए टाइम. उसको पढ़ने के लिए अगर मुझे 5 मिनट लगता है तो आई विल इन्वेस्ट 5 मिनट्स. अगर उसको पढ़ने के लिए 20 सेकंड्स लगता है, आई विल इन्वेस्ट 20 सेकंड्स, बट आई विल रीड ओनली 1 पेज एट ए टाइम. आज का दिन एक पेज पढ़ लिया, खत्म. नेक्स्ट डे you read another page, only 1 page. Can you see improvement? Yes. 2 दिन पहले तो वो 0 पे था, कल वो 1 पे था, आज ये 2 हो गया. तो I have read 2 pages of this book now, so I have started reading books again. Third day, read another page. If you don't have time to read even 1 page, stop reading WhatsApp messages. वो भी इम्प्रूवमेंट है. आप फिक्स कर लो कि I will spend only this much time on social media and I will monitor it. So if I am spending 1 hour today, tomorrow I will spend 55 minutes. There are many WhatsApp groups which are useless. Those groups, whatever messages are being posted there, they are not going to make you a better version of yourself by reading those messages than you were yesterday. There are many WhatsApp groups. And if any message posted in that group is important for you, somebody will call you and tell you. तूने देखा है आज अपने उस ग्रुप में किसी ने ये वाला मैसेज डाला था? अच्छा, कब डाला था? अरे आज सुबह ही तो डाला था. सुबह कितने बजे डाला था? करीब 9:30 के आसपास. मैंने देखा नहीं है. एक मिनट रुक जा. Now you open your WhatsApp and you check at least around 9:30 में कौन से मैसेज आए थे. सारा देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, सारा स्क्रॉल करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. You just check, उसमें टाइम आ जाता है. You reach around 9:30, उस टाइम पे आपने देख लिया, अच्छा इस पोस्ट की बात करी, ओ अच्छा मैंने देख लिया. So what is important about it? जो भी इंपॉर्टेंस आपने पढ़ लिया. And if that message is not important for you, if it is not making you a better version of yourself than you are yesterday, just delete those messages so that they don't even distract you after half an hour either, because now everything is deleted. Anything which is not making you a better version of yourself than you were yesterday is useless for you. Same with a child. इतना अगर आपके पास WhatsApp मैसेज पढ़ने का टाइम है which is useless for you, you stop watching those messages and spend some time with your child. That is more important for you. That is more valuable for you. That is urgent and important for your child as well as for you. अभी तक आप उनके पेरेंट थे. Now you have an opportunity to become a sibling. Sibling हमेशा sibling के साथ ही टाइम बिताता है. They love to spend time with each other. So you make friendship with your child being the inner child that you are. और देखो क्या होता है. Okay. Doable? Is this doable? Can you monitor that you are doing something today to make yourself a better one than you were yesterday? Possible? Hai? Raise your hands. I want to see most number of hands right now. Wow. Wow. This is amazing. अब लग रहा है हम एक वर्कशॉप में बैठे हैं, वेबिनार में नहीं. Now people are raising their hands. Wow. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your listening. Let's proceed. Interesting है ना? बहुत मजा आ रहा है. These are actually life-changing workshops. Next, go to the next question now. How can your child become a better version of himself or herself? ठीक है? Interesting. Better version हम कैसे बनाए? So you must be having some ideas in your mind, right? I want you to write that in the chat box. How can your child become a better version of himself or herself? Whatever coming in your mind, you just write it down. Don't worry whether it is right or wrong. Okay. Perform, experience and inspect. Okay. Who else? Actually, ना ये जो सवाल है, these are very interesting questions and they are actually direct questions to you, that how you can become a better version of yourself. क्योंकि अपने बच्चे को उनका बेटर वर्जन बनाने के लिए आपको भी बेटर वर्जन बनना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो वो चाइल्ड मन ही मन में बोलेगा मुझे ज्ञान देती रहते, खुद तो करती नहीं. Wow, by avoiding unwanted things in their life, need to focus on her daily basis and encourage. Yeah, wonderful. What else? What else? आप एक चीज नोटिस करना, मैं जो कुछ आपको बता रहा हूं अपने बच्चों के साथ करने के लिए, all of them are doable by you also for yourself. And once you start doing it, some people someday will ask you, how do you do that? First change yourself and then become better. Wow, beautiful. By realizing his capabilities of doing something exceptional. Yes, exactly. Listen to the parents. Yeah. In fact, this is actually doing something exceptional, that you are considering you as your competitor and you are making yourself a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. Absolutely exceptional. आज तक ना किसी ने बताया, ना कहीं आपने पढ़ा होगा, ना कहीं सुना होगा. But I am telling you, if you can do that, you don't need to worry what your child is doing. You just need to put them how to do it, and once they learn how to do it, you just don't need to worry about for the rest of their life. They know what is important for them. They will take those decisions, they'll apply them, and they will make them a better version of who they were yesterday. And with every passing yesterday, they will become one of the finest citizens of this world. Okay, good. Thank you so much for your responses. Now let's see how you can make your child become a better version of himself or herself. Okay, very interesting. I really love this. Be the best student of IIM. You know what is IIM? How many of you know? IIM के बारे में आप में से कितने लोगों को मालूम है? What is IIM? Yeah, just tell me. You can write in the chat box. What is IIM? What do you know about IIM? You know, IIM is an institution. Yeah, Indian Institute of Management. And imagine, how do you treat the best student of IIM? आप उसे कैसे ट्रीट करो? वो जब आपके सामने से गुजरेगा, आपके आसपास आएगा, या आप पता चलेगा कि वो यहाँ पे है, and you are talking about that person, how you will feel? You know, he's the best student, he's the topper of IIM. आप 10 लोगों को बोलोगे, right? Okay. Here I am talking about a different IIM. It is even more powerful than the IIM that we all know. क्योंकि उस IIM में पढ़ने के लिए बच्चे के कम से कम अभी 18-20 साल वेट करना पड़ेगा. At least 15 years, so that he completes his graduation, then he goes into IIM. Or maybe at least class 12, and then he goes to the IIM. So this IIM is something very interesting, very powerful, and it's result oriented, and it's mind blowing. Okay, listen to this carefully. Life changing. First I stands for integrity. Integrity in simplest words means whatever you promise yourself, you keep it. Forget about promising others. अभी अपने बारे में बात हो रही है. I want to become a better version of myself than my yesterday. So step 1 is integrity. And that integrity starts with this particular point, this particular thought, that I am going to become a better version of myself than I was yesterday. तो आज मैं ऐसा कुछ जरूर करूंगा या करूंगी, so that I can see for myself that I have become a better person than I was yesterday. तो जरा सा भी हो, बेटर का मतलब क्या है? थोड़ा सा बेहतर. That's So integrity is about that. And power of integrity आप जानते हैं कितना है? आपको कोई हिला नहीं सकेगा. लोग बोलेंगे अगर यार इससे सोच समझ के टाइम लेना, ये अगर 5:30 बोल दिया तो आ जाएगा. इसने अगर 11 AM बोल दिया, 11 AM से पहले ही आ जाएगा, ये कर लेगा. Integrity is that thing. People notice integrity people with integrity. उनको बहुत respect करते हैं. Integrity. See, if you can do something better than you did yesterday, and you have become a better version of yourself, you start feeling it. This will result in the next I, which is inspiration. You do not need inspiration from anybody else on this earth. You are good enough to inspire yourself. For example, मेरी बातें सुन के आपको लगता है कि I am good enough to inspire myself? कितने लोगों को लगता है? How many of you think or at least agree कि पिनाकी को देख के ही लगता है कि इसको इंस्पिरेशन की जरूरत नहीं, वो अपने आप में ही इंस्पिरेशन है. How many of you noticed that I was in the session 15 minutes before? 15 minutes before the session started, I was in the session. I started the session exactly at 11 AM. How many of you noticed? Whatever I promised when I started the session, how many of you are noticing that, yes, whatever he promised, he is delivering it? Man of integrity. A person of integrity does not get inspiration or influence from anybody outside him. Zarurat nahi hai isko. He becomes an inspiration for others. And if these two criteria are fulfilled, if you are maintaining integrity with yourself and it inspires you, the last thing that will happen to you is motivation, and you do not need any external influence to motivate you ever in the rest of your lifetime. You will become a motivation for others and people will ask you, how do you do that? तुम कैसे कर लेते हो यार? हो सकता है it is difficult to get admission in IIM. बहुत मेहनत करना पड़ता है. बट ये वाला IIM जो है, इसमें तो हम एडमिशन ले सकते हैं ना? और सिर्फ ले नहीं सकते, इसमें हम we can come out of with insight through this experience in a colorful way, isn't it? Success will talk about itself automatically. If you become the best student of this IIM, I can assure you, you will never need to look back for the rest of your lifetime. Not even your child. ये IIM इतना powerful है. Let me tell you, my dear friends. See, I passed out, like I ranked in IIT. IIT entrance जो होता है, उसके लिए मैंने कहीं पे पढ़ा नहीं. So I studied all by myself, and I scored 25 rank in IIT. ठीक है. फिर मुझे लगा कि चलो मैंने तो स्कोर कर लिया. But is it possible for me to help somebody score that? Can I do that? And this was when I was in my graduation days. So I had 3 students. I picked them up. None of them were IIT kind of students. मतलब उनको देख के कोई सोच ही नहीं सकता कि ये भी IIT पास कर सकते हैं. And all of them, they cleared IIT entrance. and they are well placed in their life today. Now, does that mean that I am a good IIT coach? No. The only thing that I told them in those days, that you maintain your integrity and you are good enough to inspire yourself. And if you can inspire yourself, you do not need anybody else to motivate you. इतना सोच समझ के नहीं किया. ये तो जब मैंने when I started becoming a coach, then I discovered that this is what I have done with my friends when I was a child, when I was in my school. मैं एक और एग्जांपल देता हूँ, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग एग्जांपल है. This is again about my school friend only, my school days. So हमारे उस बचपन में हमारे वहाँ पे क्या होता था कि हमारे वहाँ पे 3 सेक्शन होते थे स्कूल में, एंड जब नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम जाते थे तो whatever is your score, based on that you are allotted your section. So the best students are in section A, next best are in B, and next best are in C section. अब C section में क्या होता था, अभी कुछ ऐसे बच्चे होते थे who used to fail. तो हमारे टाइम में if you fail in 2 subjects or maybe 3 subjects, you need to continue that class again for another year. So I met a friend of mine. I was a topper, by the way, throughout my career. But I had friendship with all these guys. क्योंकि मैं बदमाश भी उतना ही था जितना. I was always a backbencher in my school, even in my college. I was always a backbencher. क्योंकि मुझे पीछे से देखने बड़ा मजा आता था, अभी भी आता है. So I'm still that kind of person. तो सोचो मैं कैसे बच्चों के साथ बैठा रहता था when I was in the class, है ना. So I met this guy and he said that he is studying in class 9 for the second year, and he also studied class 8 2 years. मैं 3 सब्जेक्ट में वो पास नहीं कर पाया. One of them was obviously mathematics. I asked him that तुम पास क्यों नहीं कर पाए, लाइक आप तुम्हें क्या लगता है, तुझे क्या लगता है कि तू क्यों नहीं पास कर पाए. पता नहीं यार, होता ही नहीं यार. It's very difficult for me to score 34. 34 was the passing marks in those times. उसके पेरेंट्स भी वही बोलते, 34 मार्क्स तू नहीं ला सकता. टीचर भी वही बोल रहे हैं, you can't even score 34 marks. मैंने बोला यार तू ये बता, तेरे को मैथ में मिला कितना. बोले कि I scored 29. That means you're good at scoring 29. Why are you looking at 34? You only need to score 5 extra, right? You are good enough to score 29 marks. Why are you worried about it, buddy? Forget it. वो 29 marks तो तू प्रिपरेशन नहीं भी लेगा तो भी तुझे मिल जाएगा. You need to prepare for only 5 marks. Same with 2 other subjects. And when he appeared for the first exam, the quarterly exam, we used to have 3 exams in the school: quarterly, half yearly, and annual. In quarterly exam, he scored more than 40 in all his subjects. किसी में किसी सब्जेक्ट में उसका 40 से नीचे नहीं था. And everybody was shocked. What happened? ये तूने स्कोर 40 के ऊपर कैसे स्कोर कर लिया? And these same maths in same mathematics where you were failing. Class 8 में तूने 2 बार फेल किया, 9 में also you failed once. How did you score 40 plus? So if we think about this, this is the same model that we followed: integrity, inspiration, and motivation. And I'm telling you about that one friend. Right now, he is in a very senior position in Oracle. Oracle Bangalore में job करता है, very senior position, exceptionally senior position. The same friend, same person, who failed twice in 8 and failed once in 9. Okay, जब हमारा 10th का बोर्ड्स के एग्जाम का जो रिजल्ट आया था ना, he scored close to 90% in maths. The same person. We were from West Bengal board. वहां पे मार्किंग भी बहुत टफ होता था उस टाइम. The same person. In fact, in our school, that was the most successful batch in the history of our school till that time. out of 150 odd students, more than 8, I believe it's almost close to 100 students score more than 60% marks in their boards. A 60% West Bengal board is a very tough thing. You can't even imagine how could you score 60% in West Bengal board in those times. And that was the best result because we all followed the same process. So that is the power of being the best student of IIM. Interesting? Okay. You know what needs to be done if you really want to make this happen? You be the change first. You know, you are the world for your child. That's where we started this program with this workshop today. If you be the change, your child will see the change and then child will follow you. And I'm telling you, if that happens, you will be one of the best citizens of this country. That child will become one of the best human beings for this country, for this world. The last thing that I promised, finally, you remember in that slide, being a good human being, become a good human being. Do you think it is possible? Whatever we discovered over last 49 minutes, do you think it is possible? Can you raise your hands so that I can see? Wow. I just want to say thank you for attending this workshop today. And now I'm opening it for question answer session. You can ask me any question that is coming in your mind. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much for this excellent session. My name is Dinesh Chandra. I have just one question regarding my kid.
Yes.
I just want to know that how we can develop a good confidence on the kids. Like sometimes we say that they are good, but they do not have a good confidence. So what are the things which we can implement on them so that they can become more confident? It's not only in the educational side, but apart from education also.
Mm-hmm.
The focus is developing the confidence.
Okay. We discussed whatever we discussed today. Let us do a recap. First thing that we talked about is help them identify their most important competitor or most challenging competitor. So that person should be the most challenging competitor for himself. So your child should be the most important or most challenging competitor for himself. Okay. Don't need to compete with anybody else. Number one. Number two, teach them how to take effective decisions. Okay. Whatever decision they are taking, just ask them, is this urgent and important for you right now? Very simple. If they say yes, okay, then go ahead. If they say no, then why are you taking this decision? You can ask them, then what is urgent and important for you right now? Abhi aapke liye urgent and important kya hai? So right. It will take some time, but they will do it. Then comes the third thing. Become a better version of himself. If they become a better version of himself, confidence उनके पास वैसे ही आ जाएगा, आपको सिखाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. Right. Because they could see it happening. और इसके लिए एक बहुत अच्छा तरीका आप कर सकते हैं, which normally we do once we get into the main session. वो ये है कि आप खुद एक डायरी मेंटेन कीजिए और बच्चों को भी एक डायरी दीजिए. डायरी means it's a notebook. It can be like this, just a simple notebook. All right. ठीक है. जो डायरी में भी डेट वेट होता है, तो आप ऐसा एक प्लेन सिंपल नोटबुक ले लीजिए, which is just empty. उसमें आप लिखिए, यहाँ पे लिखिए day 1. ओके. सो day 1 मतलब आज का दिन हो गया. and now you pick up 1 or 2 area where you want to become a better version of yourself today compared to yesterday. बहुत सारा लेकिन लेने की जरूरत है, just 1 or 2 area. For example, if you think that your child is not confident about something, write it down and put on a scale of 0 to 10 where he thinks, where he can score himself. हो सकता है कॉन्फिडेंस, अब उसको बोलो कॉन्फिडेंस में तू अपने आप को कहां पे सोचता है, ऑन अ स्केल ऑफ 0 to 10. ठीक है, फाइन, ओके. नाउ व्हाट कैन यू डू योरसेल्फ टू बिकम अ बेटर वर्जन ऑफ योरसेल्फ? तो कॉन्फिडेंस तुम्हें किस एरिया में चाहिए? हो सकता है बोल सकता आई वांट टू बिकम कॉन्फिडेंट इन मैथ्स. ठीक है, तो मैथ्स में तूने आज अभी तक क्या किया, आज क्या किया ना, हाउ कैन यू डू, या कल तक क्या किया. Now, how can you make yourself a better version of yourself as far as maths is concerned? तो बोलते कल मैंने 5 क्वेश्चन किए थे, गुड. So can you do another 5 questions today? बोले यस. तो इम्प्रूवमेंट का, अरे कल 5 किया था, आज भी तो 5 कर लिया ना, तो हो गया ना 10. इम्प्रूवमेंट तो हो ही गया. So this is one improvement. Other improvement can be कल 5 किया था, आज 6 कर लिया. So now you have double improvement. You are confident enough to do 6. See, is your child confident enough to cross the streets? Road cross कर लेता अकेला,
Yeah, of course.
है ना? तो अगर वो आप बोलते हो कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं है तो रोड कैसे क्रॉस कर लेता है?
Right.
रोड क्रॉस करने के लिए जो कुछ चाहिए उसी प्रोसेस को अप्लाई करना है. दैट्स इट. इट्स एज सिंपल एज दैट.
Yeah, that's great.
ठीक है ना? So
Yeah.
better version of yourself, yes, that is possible. And the last one is IIM. I will share this video. I share this presentation with you. इसका मैं PPT, इसका मैं PDF बना के आप लोगों के साथ शेयर कर दूंगा. You'll have it with you. Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you so much
ठीक
of
है.
that explanation. Thank you.
Okay. Who else? Whatever question, Ruby Hussain, would you like to ask some question? Okay. Okay, then you can lower your hand. Himani Bisht, would you like to ask some question? Okay, then Arohi Rawat. If you want to ask any question, you can raise your hand. Rest of others can lower their hands. या तो मैं पहले lower कर देता हूँ सबका. Then whoever wants to have any question, or they can raise their hand. Just a sec. Let me do this. I go to reaction and lower all hands. Okay. Now, so if any of you want to ask any question, just raise your hand. And unmute yourself and ask. देखिए, पूछ लीजिए, आपके लिए बहुत सुनहरा मौका है. आपका बच्चा है, जो मन में आ रहा है पूछ लीजिए अभी. Yes, Tejas, please.
सर मेरी बेटी है बड़ी, प्रियांशी पाठक, 12 इयर्स. सर वो फर्स्ट बार में कोई भी काम ठीक नहीं करती, लेकिन सेकंड एंड थर्ड बार में करती है सर.
ठीक है, अच्छी बात है.
लेकिन फर्स्ट बार में जैसे फर्स्ट जो भी उसको बोला जाए वो पहली बार में कभी भी, सर ये मेरा मतलब बहुत वो रहा है. तो सर मुझे क्या करना चाहिए?
कुछ नहीं करना चाहिए, खाली उसको बताओ फर्स्ट में तुमने कितने अचीव किया, सेकंड अचीवमेंट में डिड यू एनीथिंग बेटर देन फर्स्ट. देयर आंसर इज यस, परफेक्ट, नो इश्यूज.
थैंक्स सर.
एक ही प्रोसेस सेम है. प्रोसेस इज द सेम. यू हैव टू बिकम अ बेटर वर्जन ऑफ योरसेल्फ देन यू वर यस्टरडे. यस्टरडे कुड बी द प्रीवियस अटेम्प्ट आल्सो, बट दिन के हिसाब से देखे ना तो अच्छा लगता है. कल मैंने ऐसा किया था, आज मैंने उससे बेहतर किया. You know, I asked you to एक सवाल पूछा था जो क्वेश्चन था कि what you are proud about your child, है ना? आपने जरूर उसका कुछ जवाब दिया होगा, अगर दिया होगा तो आई एम येट टू फिगर आउट एग्जैक्टली आपने क्या जवाब दिया होगा. If those three things you are proud about your child, just stay focused on those three things. बाकी अपने आप हो जाएगा. You make sure that your child also experiences that he or she is proud, that her parents are also proud about all those three things. है ना? आप एक काम और कर सकते हैं to make it even better. You know, again, is it the game is here, diary. सारा खेल इसी में है. And what also I do, I use 2 pens.
Okay.
एक ब्लैक और रेड है. रेड इज नॉट फॉर क्रॉसिंग, रेड इज फॉर राइटिंग. यस.
Okay, sir.
बाकी टीचर्स यूज करते थे रेड फॉर क्रॉसिंग, राइट? गलत
Yes,
हो
sir.
गया, लेकिन वो रेड यूज करते हैं राइट के लिए भी, है ना? तो आप ऐसे कर सकते हैं डायरी में कि यू से एवरी वीक, फॉर एग्जांपल वंस इन अ वीक, मे बी एवरी संडे इन द मॉर्निंग, आप अपने बच्चे के बारे में ऐसी 3 बातें लिखते हैं दैट यू आर प्राउड अबाउट हिम और हर, या एज यू सेड इट्स हर इन योर केस. 3 things, ठीक है? And you tell your child that I am proud about you for these 3 things. Now, how can you become a better version of yourself than yesterday on these 3 things? So that I feel even proud. Not only I, औरों से भी proud feel करेंगे.
Yes, sir.
एक हफ्ता ये हो, नेक्स्ट संडे आप कुछ और ले लीजिए.
सर पड़ोसी तो करते हैं इसका नेचर बहुत अच्छा है काफी चीजों में सर, कि आपके बच्चे बहुत अच्छे हैं, संस्कारी हैं सर, इन चीजों में तो बहुत है
जी.
इन चीजों में तो सर मुझे प्राउड फील होता है, लेकिन सर बस थोड़ा सा पढ़ाई में ही है.
अच्छा, लेकिन को आप रिप्लेस कर दीजिए और से. रिप्लेस बट विथ एंड. Say the same thing, just replace the word but with and.
थैंक यू.
अब देखिए कैसा लगता है. सारे शब्दों का खेल है. As I was sharing with you, NLP is neuro linguistic programming. The language patterns that you use to program your mind, that creates all the actions and reactions that you produce.
Yes, sir.
तो अगर हम वो शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करना सीख जाएं सही तरीके से, life will be phenomenal. One of them is just replacing but with and. कभी भी but बोलने का मन कर रहा है ना, एक्चुअली क्या होता है जानते हैं? when you say but, whatever you said before that, आप उस सबको निगेट कर देते हो, बोलते ये सारा यूजलेस है, ये इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, अभी जो बोल रहा हूं वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. एंड when you replace but with and, जैसे मैंने अभी बोला, मैंने and से स्टार्ट किया, and when you replace but with and, तो क्या होता है? अभी तक जो बोला वो भी बहुत अच्छा है, इसको और भी बेहतर हम ऐसे कर सकते हैं. और अगर ऐसा भी हो जाए कितना मजा आएगा. ऐसे बोलते ना बच्चों को, और अगर ऐसा भी हो जाए कितना मजा आएगा. या मान के चले घर पे कोई पार्टी हो रही है, तो पार्टी में क्या हम ऐड करते रहते हैं ना, और अगर गुब्बारे भी लग जाए तो कितना अच्छा होगा. अच्छा, उसमें अगर एक हार्ट शेप गुब्बारा हो जाए तो और भी कितना अच्छा होगा. वी नेवर स्टार्ट विद दो सेंटेंस विद बट अगर बोलेंगे तो अभी तक जितना घर सजा वो सारा बेकार हो गया. Interesting. All right. Any more questions? Yeah, Mahima.
Good afternoon.
आप अपने आप को अनम्यूट कर लीजिए महिमा, प्लीज. Yeah. I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, my question is that my child, she is like very much disciplined. How to make a child, like it's a general question, how to make a child disciplined? My child, she is very much disciplined at school, but at home, I can see the other face of her. She neither listens to me and whatever I just tell her to do, she just opposite kind of the person, whatever she is in the school. So how to make her disciplined, obedient, and behave in the same way as she is there in the school. And at home, I see her opposite face.
Okay. Do you know how to drive a car, Mahima?
Sorry?
डू यू नो हाउ टू ड्राइव अ कार? आपको गाड़ी चलानी आती है?
जी.
गाड़ी चलानी आती है? कार चलानी आती है?
Yes, sir.
ओके,
Yes, sir.
कैन यू ड्राइव अ मारुति 800 कार?
Yes, sir. Sure.
कैन यू ड्राइव अ मारुति ऑल्टो?
Yes.
ओके, कैन यू ड्राइव अ Hyundai i10?
I can't say like. I can't say like.
क्यों, उसमें ऐसा क्या है कि आप चला नहीं सकती? उसमें वही ब्रेक, एक्सीलरेटर, क्लच, हैंड ब्रेक, स्टीयरिंग उसमें भी है।
I think a power brake is there. थोड़ा सा अलग तरीके का करना पड़ता है.
सारे गाड़ी में पावर ब्रेक है, लेकिन फंडामेंटली चलाने के लिए तो यही सारी चीजें चाहिए ना। गाड़ी कोई भी हो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। If you know how to drive, you can drive, and if it is an emergency, you will drive anyway. अगर इमरजेंसी हो जाता है आप थोड़ी सोचे कि इसमें पावर ब्रेक है कि नहीं, अभी वही चलाना है।
Yes.
Right? If you know how to drive a car, you can drive any car. If it is a new car, you might
Yes.
take 5 minutes to understand, but you can still drive that car. ठीक है, तो let's get back. Let's recap. आज हमने क्या क्या देखा? Again, I am recapping. Step 1. Who is your most important competitor or most challenging competitor? So make sure your child experience himself or herself as the most challenging competitor.
Yes.
Possible है? Okay. Next, how to take decisions efficiently?
Yes.
Possible है? उसको खाली पूछना है, अगर वो डिसिप्लिन में नहीं है, आपको लग रहा है, you can ask that person, is this urgent and important for you? Either you say yes or say no. अगर वो बोलता है नहीं, अभी ओबीडियंट ना होना मेरे लिए अर्जेंट एंड इंपॉर्टेंट है, बोलो ठीक है, फिर ऐसे ही रहो। बट देन whatever you want to do in your life, you can do it. Then third thing, so decision making process उसको सिखाना पड़ेगा, अभी तक उसने सीखा नहीं है सर। Third thing is become a better version of yourself. Possible?
Yeah, daily improvement you can say.
Possible, better version of yourself. Okay.
Yes.
Fourth, student of IIM. Possible? Integrity, inspiration, motivation. That's it. गाड़ी कोई भी हो, अगर आपको ये चारों चीज मालूम है चलाने के लिए, ये चारों चीज की कुशलता आपके पास है, you can drive any car. You just need to follow the same process, whatever you want to bring change into, and on top of all that thing, you become a change first. You be the change.
Yes. Yes.
आप अपने आप को डिसिप्लिन करके दिखाओ, आप अपना डिसिप्लिन का स्टोरी बच्चे के साथ शेयर करो। आप बोलो आज ना मैंने ऐसा किया, यू नो इस एरिया में ना आई वाज नॉट डिसिप्लिन्ड, बट आज ना मैंने, आई एम सेइंग बट, नोटिस वेयर आई एम सेइंग बट, वेयर आई एम सेइंग एंड। मैं कह रहा मैं डिसिप्लिन नहीं था, बट आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग दिस एंड आई नोटिस दैट आई एम बिकमिंग अ बेटर वर्जन ऑफ माई सेल्फ देन आई वाज यस्टरडे। तूने नोटिस किया कल मैंने ऐसा नहीं किया ना, आज मैंने किया, और फिर ना मैं कल भी ऐसा करूंगी। तुम मुझे मॉनिटर करते रहना, सो दैट आई बिकम अ बेटर वर्जन ऑफ, आई बिकम अ डिसिप्लिन्ड पर्सन।
That we should share our own experiences.
Story, yeah,
them,
as a story,
so that,
as a story. You are the world of a child. आप अपने बच्चों को दुनिया जैसे दिखा रहे हो वैसे ही देख रहा है। अगर आप उसको बोलोगे तू डिसिप्लिन नहीं है, आप उसको क्या चैलेंज कर रहे हो, वो ढूंढता रहेगा कहाँ पे आप डिसिप्लिन नहीं हो, तो शायद आपको बोलेगा नहीं।
बिल्कुल सर बोलता है,
His or her mother.
आपने तो किया नहीं। हाँ बिल्कुल एग्जैक्टली बोलता है सर,
बोलता है ना, तो बोलता तो you should be happy that he is noticing them. Now you have a choice that you have to train your inner child. आपके अंदर भी एक छोटा सा बच्चा छुपा हुआ है, and you won't believe there is a 6-year-old child which take all the decisions for you even right now. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि डिसीजन आप ले रहे हो, like whatever age you are, that is not the correct thing. The correct thing, the right thing is that 6-year-old is taking all the decision. That child is mature enough to take the decision. The only thing which has added to that child after 6 years is all experiences. उसके लाइफ में खाली एक्सपीरियंस ऐड हुआ है, but still that 6-year-old child is taking the decision. So if you train your inner child and you become a sibling for your child, आपका बच्चा सब कुछ करेगा जो आप करोगे. सिबलिंग्स एक दूसरे के साथ लड़ते भी हैं, सिबलिंग्स एक दूसरे के साथ अपना सारे दुख दर्द सब शेयर करते हैं, और सिबलिंग्स ही एक
They
दूसरे
copy
को अपनी कमियां बताते हैं.
Yes, yes, they copy. They do copy.
वो टांग भी खींचते हैं, but still the other child doesn't feel bad about it.
Okay, sir.
Process same, you just need to apply it. एक हफ्ता बाद मुझे बताना कैसा रहा, whatever you have learned today, whatever.
Sure, sir.
See, how many of you believe knowledge is power? Just raise your hands.
Yes, yes.
You believe knowledge is power?
Yes.
Okay. आपके सामने एक there's a you have, say for example, you have a bowl with you, a steel का bowl है, ठीक है, और आपके हाथ में
Sir,
चम्मच
shall I mute myself?
No, don't mute yourself. You just stay there. So,
Oh, okay.
okay. Now, you just take two things in two hands.
चलो.
आपके पास जो भी दो चीजें, ऐसी दो चीजें आप उठा लीजिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसे मैंने अपना मोबाइल और एक माउस उठा लिया. उठाइए. दो चीज उठाया. ठीक है. अब हम डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे नॉलेज इस पावर का मतलब क्या है. नॉलेज ये है कि इसको अगर हम एक दूसरे के साथ ठोकेंगे तो आवाज आएगा. टूट भी सकता है, जोर से ठोकेंगे तो टूट सकता है. राइट. नॉलेज हो गया. नॉलेज लेके हम बैठे हैं, हम कुछ नहीं, हमने कुछ किया ही नहीं. विल यू एवर एक्सपीरियंस द पावर ऑफ इट? नॉलेज है. Knowledge is powerful only and only when you apply it. If you do not apply it, that knowledge is useless for you. ठीक है ना. तो knowledge को apply करना पड़ेगा. So whatever knowledge you gathered today, if you apply it, then you will get to know how much powerful it is. If you do not apply it, it will remain as a knowledge only, entertainment.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day, sir. Thank you.
Apply everything over a week's time. देखो बहुत मजा आएगा. And
Sure.
this diary I am telling you, this is a phenomenal thing. You just give this, get a similar diary for your child. दोनों मिलकर डायरी लेके खेलें. अपना डायरी खुद मेंटेन कीजिए, उसका डायरी खुद मेंटेन करने दीजिए. And then exchange your diaries.
जी.
उसको बोलने की जरूरत नहीं कि तू डिसिप्लिन में आ जा. You become an example of discipline, and that child will become your monitor.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah. Anybody else? Ruby, Radha, Arohi?
No, sir.
All right.
Same question.
Same questions. Questions cannot be same. If I ask you to ask this question, you cannot ask the same question. I can guarantee.
Okay, sir.
आप पूछ के देखो. It cannot be the same question.
ये है मेरी बेटी जो
Oh, wow.
बिल्कुल कहना नहीं मानती है.
आपकी कहना नहीं मानती है.
मैं क्या कहूँ, बस रोना है हर चीज में. दूसरे क्या कपड़े पहन रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं. मम्मी आप कपड़े अच्छे नहीं लाती हो, उसकी मम्मी देखो कितने अच्छे कपड़े लाती हैं. ये सब चीजें इसको करनी है. स्कूल की मैम बोलती है बहुत अच्छी है पढ़ाई में, पर घर पे मुझे
आप उनको बोले कि उसकी मम्मी जैसा मम्मी चाहिए तुझे या मेरी जैसी मम्मी चाहिए, पहले ये डिसाइड करो.
मैं यही कहती हूँ कि ठीक है मम्मी उसको बना लो. पता नहीं, मैं तो अभी बहुत ज्यादा परेशान हूँ इससे. अभी छोटी बेबी भी है तो दोनों को करना पॉसिबल नहीं. वो बिल्कुल कहना नहीं मानती है मेरा.
सब बच्चे कहना मानते हैं. जितनी बार आप बोलोगे कहना नहीं मानते हैं, वो वाले तो मानेंगे ही नहीं.
बस यही है. लास्ट में मानेगी मेरी ही, पर 1 घंटा रोएगी पहले. उसके बाद मेरी मानेगी.
गुड.
बस ये है. प्यार बहुत करती है, मानती है, लेकिन रोती बहुत है. अभी थोड़ा टाइम चाहिए. इसी साल एडमिशन हुआ है तो थोड़ा सा अभी मैं भी नहीं समझ पा रही हूँ, वो भी थोड़ा सा है। अब लेकिन ये है कि आपसे इंस्पायर हुए हैं तो थोड़ा सा कोशिश करेंगे कि पहले खुद को सुधारें फिर उनको सुधारें।
सुधारने की जरूरत नहीं, यू डोंट नीड टू फिक्स योरसेल्फ, यू जस्ट नीड टू बिकम अ बेटर वर्जन ऑफ योरसेल्फ। फिक्स नहीं
Yes.
करना है,
हाँ,
अपने आप का गलतियां कम नहीं करनी है या गलतियां माफ नहीं करनी है। जो भी आपके आपके अंदर अच्छी बातें हैं उसमें आपको और बेहतर बनना है।
यस यस
That's
नहीं
it.
है, उसमें भी थोड़ा सा टाइम मैनेजमेंट नहीं है, थोड़ा सा चीजों को टालने की वाली है मेरे अंदर भी, तो मुझे पहले अपने आप को सुधारना पड़ेगा। वो कहती है मम्मी आप करते हो, मैं उससे ये कहती हूँ ये कर लो, मम्मी आपने किया है, नोटिस करती है, सारी चीजें नोटिस करती है। लेकिन
Excellent.
उसी वो है कि इससे नॉलेज मिली है कि पहले मुझे अपने आप को करना है, हम लोगों को, फिर अपने बच्चों को जो है हम लोग और अच्छे से कर पाएंगे।
आप बहुत खुशनसीब है रूबी जी, आप
जी।
बहुत खुशनसीब है कि आपके बच्चे आपको चैलेंज करता है।
जी जी
आप वो जो चैलेंज कर रहे हैं ना कि डिड यू डू दैट, डिड यू डू दैट, आप उसको करते जाइए। नहीं कर लेते तो फिर मुझे भी करना पड़ेगा। एंड देन व्हाट आल्सो यू कैन टेल योर चाइल्ड इंस्टेड ऑफ सेइंग इफ, यू स्टार्ट विद सेइंग व्हेन। लाइक हम बोलते हैं ना कि अगर तू ये करेगी तो मैं तुझे ये दूंगी, ऐसे ना बोल के आप बोलो जब तू ये करेगी तब मैं तुझे ये दूंगी।
जी
इफ विद व्हेन।
उसका है, थोड़ा सा जिद्दी है थोड़ी, लेकिन मान जाती है बातों को फिर बाद में।
बस
थोड़ा सा है उसको कि उसको करना है, मुंह से सारी बातें कहनी है, जब तक वो रोकर पूरा बयान नहीं कर देती है उसके बाद सारी बातों को मानती है।
वंडरफुल, यू आर ब्लेस्ड, स्टे ब्लेस्ड। बहुत
वही है।
ब्लेसिंग्स है आपके ऊपर रूबी जी, दिख
थैंक
रही
यू
है,
वेरी
सबको
मच,
दिख रही है।
थैंक यू।
Thank you. Okay, Radha, would you like to share something? Any questions, concerns? Any more questions? My child is always running from studies. She's happy in painting only. Big problem. कोई problem नहीं है. You are lucky that she is happy in painting. आप उसको पढ़ाई भी पेंटिंग की तरह करवाओ। जो जो पढ़ना नहीं चाहते हैं ना, आप उसी को लेकर पेंटिंग करने के लिए बोलो। बोलो क्रिएट अ पेंटिंग आउट ऑफ दिस, इसको पढ़ो और इसका एक पेंटिंग बनाओ। तरीका वही है। वेरी सिंपल। वॉट एवर शी इज गुड एट उसको अप्रिशिएट करो, एंड वॉट एवर यू वॉन्ट हर टू फॉलो उसी को लेके उसके उस गुड एट के ढांचे में डाल दो। You know, I came across with a parent. इसका जो बच्चा है, she is I believe 6 years or 7 years, and she writes poems. छोटा, इतना छोटा बच्चा है ना, पोएम लिखती है अपनी, 2 लाइन की ही सही, कुछ मिला के लिख लेती है। एंड हर मदर हैज दिस कंप्लेंट कि ये पढ़ने के टाइम भी यही सब करती रहती है। अभी तो छोटी क्लास है, अभी तो संभल जाएगी, जब बड़ी क्लास होगी तब सर क्या होगा। मैंने बोला कोई बात नहीं, आप उनको जो चीज पढ़ाना चाहते हो आप उसी को बोलो राइट अ पोएम अबाउट दिस। You know that child is now writing poem about everything that she is studying. मैथ्स को लेके भी उसने एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन का पोएम बना लिया। तो it's just like that. It's so simple. हम ही अपने लाइफ को कॉम्प्लिकेट कर देते हैं। Actually life is simply and phenomenal. Okay, any more questions? If anybody has any more questions, concerns, issues, hurdles, you want to discuss something, you want to come out of something, you want clarity in something, just ask me. All right. All right. So we are 21 of us here. My last request, put in the chat box. Now this request is for everybody. All the 21, including myself. So apne mujhe nikal ke, there are 20 of you. This is my request to all of you. Please in the chat box, write what did you like about today's session? What is your aha moment? Something that you really liked, something that you thought about, अरे यार ये अगर मैं कर लूं तो बहुत कुछ हो सकता है लाइफ में. Some aha moments, any aha moment. I want to see 20 aha moments from 20 of you, please. This is a request.
So may you please repeat the question again? Actually,
The question is your aha moment of today's workshop.
Okay.
Something that really touched you.
Okay. The definition you told about the IIM, so that was excellent. I would just follow that one even for myself from today onwards.
Okay.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay. Thank you. What else? Mahima is writing quadrant of urgent, not urgent, important, not important. Yeah. This is a very powerful tool. It's a mind-blowingly powerful. बहुत powerful tool है. You know, मैं आपको इतना गारंटी के साथ बता सकती हूँ, if you just apply it for next 7 days, you will discover how much time you have for yourself. You will be surprised that you have so much of free time with yourself, and that free time you can utilize to do anything, to follow your passion. I do workshops on following your passion. They are very powerful workshops, very, very powerful workshops. So इतने छोटे-छोटे होते हैं. All my programs are designed for 49 minutes. 49 minutes if you're in the program, even if the program continues, and if you leave the program for 49 minutes, you will definitely leave with something which is useful and powerful for you. Okay. Thank you so much. Whole workshop is very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you for enlightening. Please quickly do it in 1 minute. 1 minute में जल्दी लिखो. What you liked about this whole workshop, something that you really liked, something that made a big change in you, a turning point in your life kind of thing. The way of talking and the details that were described were very peculiar. Okay. It was very great of this meeting. The best part to implement was IIM. Thank you. Thank you, Saransh. Thanks, sir, for the wonderful session. I hope really it works and show results within a week. The story which you shared of your classmate. Oh yeah, that is phenomenal. I am telling you. See, you can create those magic in your life. These are all magic moments. And it is possible to create those magic moments. All topics are very useful. All topics are very useful. उसमें से एक topic बताओ जो दिल को छू गया. पर बलविंदर कौर. One topic जो आपके दिल को छू गया. Pawan, one topic. Thanks for the workshop. नहीं, one topic about the workshop जो आपका दिल को छू गया. You have to be very specific. You know, I train people on how to set up goals. और उसमें दो बहुत important parts होते हैं. एक होता है specific, एक होता है measurable. So if you are setting up a goal and it is not specific, it is not measurable, it is not a goal at all. It is just like a wishful thinking. Be the better version of yourself. Child will follow. Yes, be a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. ये होता है specific and measurable. Better version of yourself of what? So better version of yourself than you were yesterday. So उसमें से एक दो identify कर लो और उसी में better बन जाओ, so that you can have something in front of you where you can tell yourself that I have become a better version of myself in this area. All right. Thank you so much once again for being here. I will share a Google form with you where I would request you to share your feedback. And before that, just want to tell you once again, be the change for yourself and for a child, so that they don't look for a change outside your family. जिस दिन आपका बच्चा आपके फैमिली के बाहर ढूंढना शुरू कर देगा ना, that means he got access to a different world which you do not want them to expose to. So be careful. All right, okay. Sudhiksha is saying, focus on things you are proud about your child. Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. I like the thought of writing a diary each day to see improvement each day. Yes, wonderful. Yeah. Can I leave the meeting? So yeah, you can leave the meeting. In fact, I also want to leave the meeting. Lunch preparation is there. My lunch is waiting. So they are saying you probably are having an overwhelming session today. I am saying yes, I am actually having. Your people are responding so much. Thank you so much for that. The 4 boxes which really surprised me, that 95% is not urgent and not important. Yes, but it is just like that. 95% decisions that we normally take are useless decisions. Weekly proud behavior of child and to enhance his quality by writing. Yeah, very powerful, very powerful. आप दूसरा भी कर सकते हो, बात बच्चे को भी बोल सकते हो that what are you proud about your mother? Okay, just write it down. कि मेरी मम्मी की, अगर बहुत छोटा बच्चा है and if that बच्चा can write, उसको लिखने के लिए बोलो I like this about my mother. You know, he or she may not understand the word or meaning of proud, but like तो समझ जाती है ना. तो मेरी मम्मी की ये चीज I like. या मेरी पापा की, just you can say one sentence about your mother, one sentence about your father. उसको एक डायरी दे दो, एक पेन दे दो. Soon waiting forward for a more wonderful sessions. Yeah. Pardon, I can't hear you. Yeah. So wonderful sessions. Yeah. In fact, I would also like to see you become a wonderful person with every passing day. You know, like a flower. जैसे budding होता है, फिर budding होते धीरे धीरे lotus निकल आता है. And the tulips and all those beautiful flowers. You just become one of them and let the other person ask you, how did you become that? है ना? फिर उनको खाली बोलना कि भाई हम तो बस यही करते हैं, आप भी कर लो, आप भी बन जाओ, आपका पूरा परिवार ऐसा बन जाएगा. Okay, thank you so much once again. So no more questions. I'm just closing this session. God bless you all and become the best friend of your child.
Thank you so much.